Have any last words?
You come into my house?
Your doorman was kind enough to let me in.
You kill my men.
You killed my friends.
Would you kill an unarmed man? You? Eliot Ness?
You have my word. I'm not going to kill a man.
Papa!
Vittorio! Are you gonna kill me in front of my son? That stain right there is all that's left of D'Annunzio, one of my best men. I told him to take care of the butcher on East Main, one of the jerks who've been screwing with me for months. We had to make an example of him. Send a message to the other storekeepers. D'Annunzio ripped out his guts and hung him up with the merchandise, but he did it while the butcher's daughter was watching. Fucking D'Annunzio. There are lines that cannot be crossed. We have to protect the innocence of children. Keep them far, far away from certain experiences.
Your son should know what kind of monster his father is. I can't think of a better life lesson.
Look, Vittorio. His hand's shaking. Booze turns men into cowards. You'll be like your father. Never drink. It's funny, huh? The White Knight of the Volstead Act gets liquored up to kill the king of bootleg booze.
Relax, son. Nobody's going to kill anybody. I'd love to introduce you to a girl your age, Vittorio. Her name is Claire Dockers, and she sings like an angel. You two would get along. 2 days ago, Claire's father caught up with yours in a warehouse. Your father was hitting innocent people, and that's not right. He told him to stop, but your father ignored him and pulled out a gun to shoot him. Claire's father was quicker. He drew his gun first and fired, but the bullet jammed. Your father killed Claire's father, in cold blood. He kicked him in the face so many times not even Claire herself would have recognized him.
You'll never prove I killed Dockers.
I know, and that's why I'm here. But now I know I'm better than you. Your father is a murderer, and Claire hasn't stopped crying these last 2 days, all because of him. Never forget that, Vittorio.
Hold it! Let him go. Run, Ness, and forget I exist, or I'll have to report what you just did. And I do have witnesses. You hear me, Ness?
That's some first-class pie. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. My car is parked outside. If you could join me as soon as possible, I'll be doubly grateful.
Gentlemen, I'm closing up. Time to move along.
So early? What are you talking about, Ness?
Are you serious?
I'm sorry, guys. I have to close up. Today's meal is on the house.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's too, or I'm not coming back. You got that?
Whatever you say, Dickinson. I should have loaded it into Docker's gun and shot Capone. Maybe it would have jammed again, but one way or another it would all be over.
At last, Mr. Ness. Please get in.
Where are we going?
A place that's a little too fancy for a guy like you. But if it's any consolation, it's way too fancy for me. Please get in. I can't afford for you to catch a cold. We'll be going up in a couple of minutes. I'll wait for you in the cable car.
Up where? The Hindenburg. Her forced landing in New Jersey almost cost the lives of over 100 passengers. Yeah. Nearly a fireball in midair. It would have burned down half the city. A. Ryan, owner of Ryan Hotels, the visionary who transformed the Hindenburg into the monument to aeronautical luxury it is today.
Okay, let's go. Scared of heights?
Hey, you sure we don't know each other?
I never lie, sir. If you need a paper bag, I have one.
How high does this thing go?
Higher than the clouds. I'm afraid I can't come with you. Thanks for the pie.
But...
Welcome to the Grand Hindenburg Hotel. My name is Susan, and I'm glad to be of service. Your name, please?
I'm Mr. Untouchable.
In that case, I suggest you try not to live up to your name if you want to make the most of your stay at the Hindenburg, Mr. Untouchable. And now, how can I help you?
I'm here to see Mr. Capone.
There's no Mr. Capone here, Mr. Untouchable.
Listen, Susan, I know more than 60 aliases for Al Capone, so you have two options. One is to delay my appointment with him until I guess the right one, which he is not going to like. The other is to send me through and earn my eternal gratitude and his. Your call.
He's in the presidential suite. Top floor at the end of the red carpet.
Thank you, Susan.
Have a pleasant stay at the Grand Hindenburg Hotel, Mr. Untouchable. Your attention, please. The cable car to Santa Esperanza leaves in 3 minutes.
What kind of person can afford this kind of luxury? Shit. You think it's going to be a quiet day and suddenly the storm hits you.
You can't go in there, sir. They're in rehearsal.
Theater?
Shakespeare's Titus Andronicus. They open in a couple of nights. Perhaps Mr. Capone can get you a ticket?
Capone? He's at this hotel? Gosh, I'd heard the opposite.
Higher than the clouds.
Your attention, please. The cable car to Santa Esperanza leaves in 2 minutes.
A. Ryan, owner of Ryan Hotels, the visionary who transformed the Hindenburg into the monument to aeronautical luxury it is today. The window cleaners up here deserve every cent they make. I wouldn't do it for all the money in the world.
Come on!
What happened here?
Nothing to worry about, my good man. What happens on the Hindenburg stays on the Hindenburg.
How can you work in a place like this?
You don't want to know where I worked before this, my good man.
Are you saying the law doesn't apply here?
We're too high up, my good man. The law has always preferred to look down.
You never had problems with the police?
Oh, many a one, my good man. In fact, what I'm cleaning up is today's first problem.
Bravo. I'm sorry. If it wasn't for my habit of checking all possible exits when I walk into the lion's den, I'd be a dead man. You should be rotting in jail.
That's exactly what I've been doing for the last 19 and a half years. You'll be surprised what a little good behavior can do for a person. You're not gonna ask me for my last words this time? I'm a lot closer to death than when I last saw you. As are you.
Why did you ask me here?
Why did you come?
I'm not sure, but maybe I have unfinished business with the person who ruined my life.
Nah, we still don't know whose life was ruined by who. Look, I didn't ask you here to find out who's got the snappiest comebacks. I want to hire you.
What?
I require your services as a detective.
What's your game? Who do you take me for?
Look, Ness. My granddaughter Sophia has been kidnapped. When what happened to my son, Vittorio, I put her in a boarding school. She was entered under a false surname, Colombo. Nobody knows who she is.
Nobody?
Only Milton. The man who brought you here. I trust him completely. 2 days ago, a guy turned up at the boarding school. He introduced himself as Guido Colombo, the girl's uncle, and her new legal guardian. He said her parents had just died in a tragic automobile accident. He produced all the relevant papers, driver's license, the custody document supposedly made out by the father, the death certificates. He explained away the fact that the girl didn't know him by saying he moved to Seattle before she was born.
Any clues?
Nah. Well, Sophia was wearing a blue dress with flowers that I personally ordered for her from Italy. She was also wearing white ballet shoes with daisies embroidered on them. As for the guy, the school principal said he was tall and slim, in his 50s. No particular accent. Black hair, no beard, no glasses. Well dressed. Could be anyone. But I know he was hired by one of my old associates. Someone wants to finish me once and for all. Maybe they want control of what's left of my organization. Maybe they hate my guts.
And I thought I was the only one who still hated you after 20 years. What else have you got?
I got this. And I got you.
You don't have me. My place is at my diner. And your girl's not there.
Huh. So where should I be looking?
You were the biggest boss in the Mafia, and by the looks of this place, you didn't lose everything. Why don't you ask one of your subordinates for help?
You don't listen, do you? The kidnapper was hired by one of my men. One of the people I trust.
So why me?
20 years ago, I pushed you to the edge. I bought your friends and killed the ones who couldn't be bought. I got you so obsessed with me that your wife ended up leaving you. When you had nothing left, you walked into my house, shot my bodyguards, and pointed a gun at me. You could have killed me. But you chose to restrain yourself. You even gave my son a lecture on ethics. You're the only honest man I know.
I'll do it. Not for you. For her.
I knew I got the right guy.
But I want something in return.
As you can see, I'm not short of money. Ask. I won't haggle.
You leave Santa Esperanza and the country forever.
It's a deal. I always wanted to die in Sicily, but that's the least of my worries. I don't give a damn what happens to me, Ness. You just save Sophia. And you can start by investigating
Carlo Boccherini.
How did you know?
Biggest forger in Santa Esperanza. Wouldn't surprise me if Sophia's so-called uncle's papers were made by him. Besides, he's been cursing your name ever since we put you in jail.
Hey, I treated him like a son.
After you killed his parents.
They were selling booze without my permission. Wait, you know where to find them?
I have a good contact at the station. A girl. Rookie. Straight arrow. Reliable.
A girl? You saying you trust her?
You are such a chauvinist. Do you trust me?
Deal?
Deal.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Keep Milton informed at all times, huh? You hear me?
I know you from somewhere.
You're not gonna ask me for my last words?
You should be running. I'm never going to help you. Why me?
I'm not asking you to help me.
I'm not a cowboy. I'll do it. Not for you. For her. This town has become a jungle. Where not even the rats are safe. Those who swore to protect us fight to steal the last scraps of dignity we have left. And those who should judge them prefer to squabble over their prey. But it wasn't always like this. The Santa Esperanza I was born in was a clean town. A place where it meant something to be a cop. He took everything I had, but in the end I sent him to hell. Rebuilt my life, got my feet back on the ground. But now he's back, and he's dragged me in. I'm gonna need help. Ness.
Eliot, I found Carlo Boccarini.
I knew you would, Alice.
Write this down. 31 Wicker Avenue in Lakeview.
Thanks. Nice work.
Eliot, what do you want with him? He's got a hell of a file.
Right now, it's better you don't know, Alice.
What, are you protecting me?
I promised your father that I would.
I'm a cop, not a little girl.
Alice, I don't have much time. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks. Tomorrow's going to be a long, long day.